Hey guys, hey, welcome back to Bad Beast Barbecue. Hey, tonight we're gonna do something real quick. We're gonna make a beef stew in the pressure cooker. So what we have here tonight, we have 2 pounds of beef here that we floured and seasoned. And we're gonna brown this in the pressure cooker on saute with a little olive oil. Once they gets brown, then we're gonna start adding the rest of our potatoes and our broth and things of that nature. And we're gonna have a great beef stew tonight. So here we go, let's get this started. We'll put a little olive oil down the bottom of our pressure cooker. And we've already got the pressure cooker on saute, so it's already heating up. So we're gonna go ahead and start putting our meat in. You wanna put in a little bit at a time. Hopefully we get a sizzle. There we go. You wanna brown a little bit at a time. You don't wanna brown it all at one time because it'll start creating too much fluid and it won't brown like it should. So I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys a look inside while we're doing this. Again, we're gonna continue to add pieces of beef to the pressure cooker every 2 minutes or so. So let us go ahead and get this meat brown and we'll come right back with the rest of the recipe. Okay, after about 15-20 minutes of browning our 2 pounds of beef, we're gonna go ahead and add the rest of our ingredients into the pot. Okay, so here we have 3 large potatoes that's been cubed. We're gonna go ahead and toss that in. Okay. We got 1 large onion that's just been chopped, just chunked. So we want chunks of onion in our stew. We got 16 ounces of baby carrots. We'll toss that in there. Okay. We have some mushrooms, add a little texture. Okay. And to throw a little twist on it, we have what's left over from a ham that we had cooked earlier. So we're gonna toss that meat in there also. And we got 2 cloves of garlic. Finally, we have our spices. We have a ½ teaspoon of paprika, a ½ teaspoon of rosemary, and a ½ teaspoon of thyme. We're gonna sprinkle this, and we're gonna put the recipe down in the notes of the video in case you're interested in making this, okay? And finally, we have 2 cups of beef broth. So that's our liquid. All right. And last but not least, 1 bay leaf. Right on top. Hopefully we'll be able to find that once the stew is done. All right, that's it. So we're gonna top him up. Top him up, seal it up, and we're gonna set it on stew. We're gonna cook it for 20 minutes and we'll be back after it's ready. So don't go nowhere. Okay guys, we're back. And before I open up the pressure cooker to let you see what we got here, I gotta tell you that we use flour on our meat to try to create a roux type situation inside the pressure cooker. Normally we use cornstarch and water to thicken our gravy, but we used the flour this time. And where our mistake came in at is that with the flour being coated on the meat, it caked onto the bottom of the inner pan of the pressure cooker and prevented the pressure cooker from getting up to the proper temperature. So we had to pour out the ingredients, take the inner pot out, scrub it out, put it back in and reset everything. But it worked fine after that point. So point taken, don't use flour to brown your meat inside the pressure cooker. If you're going to use flour, either brown your meat on the stove and then put it in the pressure cooker, or just brown your meat without any flour inside the pressure cooker and use some cornstarch to make a slurry to thicken up your gravy. Okay, so now that we got that out the way, let's go ahead and crack this open here and see what we got. Okay, you can see our stew. It came out real Good, look at there. The meat's nice and brown, nice dark gravy. We put a little kitchen bouquet in here just to kind of darken the gravy a little bit. You got the mushrooms, the potatoes, the carrots. It looks great, smells great. The seasoning has the kitchen smelling real good. Okay, so now that you've seen what's in the pot, we can go ahead and dish up a bowl of this right quick, take a quick taste test, and we're gonna call it a night, okay? So, man, it smells fantastic. All right, we'll do a little on-camera taste test here. And it is extremely hot, so once again, please be careful. Mushrooms are nice and tender. Okay. Oh, this is definitely excellent. It's a great beef stew. May need a little bit of salt, so season to your taste. But all in all, the vegetables are tender. The gravy has got a nice thick consistency. The meat is nice and tender. The ham and the beef both came out wonderful. Well, that's it. That's all we got time for tonight. So if you got a pressure cooker, hey, go ahead and throw your bunch of stuff in here, a bunch of vegetables, a bunch of meat, a little beef broth, and make yourself some beef stew. Hey, wintertime's coming, so cook something that's gonna stick to your ribs. Hey, this has been Bad Beast Barbecue, and like we always say, where there's smoke, there's fire. And if it's fire, then damn it, it just might be a barbecue there. See you around the smoker.